It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Room here to run. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run it again with Cook. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. These two teams all tied after one. quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. On second down, Cook. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 59 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They start the drive with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been...
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Again, it's Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook on his way to a historic So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
They find some open field here. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And some room to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That's a pretty quick So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Here's Cook again.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, an 18-yard touchdown run. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And partner, are you kidding me?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, because in the old days, people, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what
Offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Cook up the gut. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. A give. This is Cook. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And off comes to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 4 yards out.
The Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.